what type of women I've been dealing with. I used to pop blues from a little chick. I call her boo cause her real.
So speaking of crazy, how do you feel about pop-ups? And be completely honest, have you ever did a pop-up?
Okay, I've never did a pop-up. I've done a drive-by. Didn't get out the car, none of that. I just did a drive-by. I needed to verify if a specific car was in the driveway, and it wasn't. Therefore, I didn't feel the need to knock on the door. Right.
I've never done a pop-up or a drive-by, but I am definitely that friend that's like, oh, we need to do a pop-up? I'll ride with you. And I have no problem with doing that. Now, would I want a pop-up done on me? Not necessarily, but I don't have anything to hide. Right. So if you feel the need to pop up, by all means.
I have done a pop-up. Now, you guys are probably thinking I'm crazy, just especially from the last answer. Like, don't judge me. I have done a pop-up, but I felt like it needed to be done. Like, we needed to have a conversation, and
The way she said
it was being avoided. And so I did a pop-up. I parked at the gentleman's house, slowly walked up at the door, knocked ever so kindly, and I just said, hey, we gotta talk. Like, it was simple, like nothing on no crazy tip. Like, I wasn't banging at his door like the police. I wasn't, you know, it's just sometimes a pop-up isn't necessarily a bad thing. Hey, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, then it is, but
sometimes they're necessary.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation. Don't pop up all the time or for small stuff. But
Yeah.
if it's really...
I do, honestly, because if you really feel like, I go by gut feeling, your intuition, if you really feel like somebody's doing something wrong, then what's the problem with doing a pop-up, you know? You feel me? Have you ever done a pop-up before?
I did my freshman year. My friends were going to their boyfriend's house in Palmettos, and the guy I was talking to lived in Faye. So I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna knock on his door and be like, hey. So I came in, he got me because he was on FaceTime with one of his friends. He was like, oh yeah, look, this is my girl. So I was already like, oh my God, I'm this girl. And then he was eating. As he was eating, he was like, can you do me a favor? Can you like type this up for me real quick? It was a whole page. I typed up a whole page, answered some questions. What's his homework that I did basically. Then he was like, I gotta go to the laundry real quick and get my stuff. Brought his stuff back. He's like, can you make my bed up? Made his bed up. Then we laid in his bed. I never cuddled before, so I was like the stiffest cuddler in the world. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then he tried to take my shirt off, and I was like, no. Then he tried to unzip my pants, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And so then, once he realized nothing was happening, he was like, man, you trying to leave now? And I was like, I guess so. And then, he didn't even walk me back to Palmettos. It was like 1 o'clock. And I was like, you gonna walk me back? He was like, that's not my responsibility. They didn't walk me back. I cried the whole way over there. And I told one of my friends, and apparently it got back to him. He texted me the next day and was like, stop telling people I kicked you out before I really expose you. Which he had nothing. I was so confused. Like, what are you exposing? I've never showed you anything. But yeah, that was like my first heartbreak. Very quotated, very quotated.
No, wait. Let me think about that. I may have did one pop-up, but I don't make it common to do pop-ups because it's actually, to some people, it's actually disrespectful to do a pop-up and you haven't really announced that you're coming. In other cases, depending on the person, you just have to know how the person is. They may actually enjoy a pop-up, and if the pop-up is good, then what's the problem?
Anyone ever did a pop-up on you?
Once, and it was recent too. It was recent, not recent like yesterday, but recent like within the past 2 years. This girl I was dating, she just came and knocked on my door. Of course, I didn't know it was her. She was banging, boom. It was early in the morning, about 7, 8 in the morning, and I was hungover from the day before, and we were dating, but we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. We were on on break. Like, we decided we needed some space, but it was about a week into the quick break, and yeah, I was something told me not to go out and try to be like scandalous and bring anybody back to my house that night. But I was pretty faded that Saturday night, and like I said, it was early in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. I hear knocks on the door. I'm like, yo, damn, it's the police. And I don't know why I thought it was police. I wake up and I just open the door, wiping the crust out of my eye, and it's Shawty. I'm like, oh. I'm like, good thing I ain't do nothing stupid last night and bring nobody home, or, you know, let that alcohol get the best of me. So she walks in, just comes in the house, and lays down, and yeah, I go back to sleep, and I was just like, good shit. I didn't let the temptation get to me, but that temptation, a motherfucker.
Have I ever had a pop-up though? Yes, I have. Really was in a situation that I was happy about. As a disclaimer, women, please do not pop up on anybody at all.
Yeah, man, that's wrong. Don't do that.
It's not a good look whatsoever. You get what I'm saying? I understand you probably might want to see that individual, or you feel like it's just that urgent. It's not that urgent, because the non-verbal signals that you're gonna send to that individual will draw them away from you versus
screams crazy.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? They'll draw them away from you versus attract them to you. So you gotta kind of be careful with that, because people only do what you allow them to do. So if they pop up and you don't say anything about it, then they feel like it is okay to come. So you have to cut that right. You got to nip that in the bud ASAP. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pop-ups, no.
See, I'm not going to spaz. I'm going to call 911. I'm just going to call police on you. You come to pop up tomorrow? Yeah. Alright.
You just said during your pop-up, you opened the door and then y'all just went to
That was different, though. Wait, that was different.
Oh, what happened?
She just... Wait, that's different. Nah, that was different pop-up. You feel me?
So it depends on who the person is popping up.
Well, it depends on how you're coming over there. You see, when...
How do you feel about the double standard that exists where men can talk to multiple females but women can't talk to multiple males? I honestly feel like it's wrong, because either way, on both sides, I feel like men whores do exist. Although some people don't feel like they do, I feel like if you're talking to somebody, you shouldn't be talking to multiple people. If, you know, like, it should be held for both sides, I guess I can say.
Do you all place value on a female based off of how many partners she's had? Being completely honest.
It does play a major role in your my player rating. Like, your my player will be affected if you've been on multiple teams. Now, that's not to say that you're a bad player. Right. It's just, you know, so your body count matters because of the fact that it lets me know, number one, how you handle relationships. Because if you got a high body count and you're not, like, you know, a prostitute or something like that, I'm thinking a couple things. One, you jump into things too fast. Mm-hmm. Two, you don't really weigh out risk in return. Three, you really you like to have fun. Right, yeah, you get there. And everybody get the rocks off, don't get me wrong, but that also brings into a fact of how safe you are and how healthy you are. Because, I mean, you know, just being in a real world, the more partners you have, the higher your chances are of coming encounter with something. But the higher the number, you know,
it's gonna make you think. Yeah. You're gonna be like.
And women, women should view that the other way on men as well. Like,
okay, because I was just gonna ask you that. Is it acceptable for you all to have high body counts? But
no, it's the same. Same metric, like he was saying. Like,
might be worse.
Just as we look. No, honestly, because women, like,
y'all care.
You're automatic. You're not gonna just delve into something like, for example. A man might be like,
I'm just gonna give a real example.
No, I'm tweaking. For example, a male might see a female at a party, be like, okay, I'm gonna try it, whatever. He could have all the intentions on, hey, this what it is. If she ain't with it, whatever. Where on the other hand, female, y'all are more like, okay, he kind of cute, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I gotta get to know him first. So it's like, I think it's worse.
Yeah. If men are spoons, this is gonna sound weird, and women are like yogurt, would you want a bunch of spoons in your yogurt?
Yeah.
Okay, see, now this is gonna change.
Because I'm saying, because look, think about it. I'm looking dead at y'all. You take your spoon, you put it in the yogurt, you pull it out. I got yogurt on my spoon, I got a spoon on my yogurt. I put in another yogurt. Now this yogurt has not only that yogurt, but everything that was on my spoon as well. So it's like, and then when I pull this yogurt out, this yogurt now has her yogurt and my spoon. And I put in another yogurt, so I got it. So it's like, either way, don't mix it, G. Don't be no thought out here, or at least strap up and get tested. That's the real message, get tested.
Get tested, yeah. You on a female based off of how many sexual partners she's had?
Yes, I do. I mean, you have to think about it when it comes to a female and their body. You know, that's one of the most valuable things that they can give. So, you know, if she's just giving, you know, something that's valuable to her, to any and everybody, you know, with several partners, you know, plus 10 and things like that, then, you know, I kind of would look at her a little bit different than I look at a girl who, you know, probably is a virgin or had 1 or 2 sex partners.
Okay, so you said plus 10. That's your cutoff.
No. My cutoff is actually plus 2. But, you know what I'm saying, you know, things happen, you know, so I can't really hold things against a person. If it
cutoff is plus 2?
Yeah.
Since when?
Huh? It's feel like a hidden rule. You know what I'm saying?
I bet.
It's like a hidden rule.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it makes matters worse if I know the individual. So, you know what I'm saying? Less is always more sometimes. But, yeah. 10 is definitely not the cutoff.
What really matters is how they treat you and, you know, care about you. It's not how many people they have had sex with, because you can have sex with people you do not like. But if you know and genuinely know that they do like you, then, you know, that's where how you place your value on them. Not how many people they've had sex with. Now, if they cheat on you, that's zero value.
Actually, no, I don't place value on someone based on the amount of people that they've had sex with, because when they had sex with that person, that was during that time. But if we're together, then we're focusing on the now, not the past, because everyone has a past.
I actually think, because, can I say I'm a virgin?
Yeah.
Because I'm a virgin, I would rather the person not have that many partners or be a virgin as well. So no, not at all. I actually think that a certain number is kind of too much, and that's kind of gross. So for a guy, if a guy told me he's been with like 25 or like up to 30 girls, like, I know it's not gonna work out, because you've been slinging that for a minute and you're not gonna just stop for me, in my opinion. So I would rather them not have such a high body count.
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like, well, I do, honestly, because no matter how many times you wash your penis, you still have that many females on you, kind of thing. I don't know if you got something or if you're lying to me about if you have something, kind of thing. You know, I just feel like it's more cleanliness than anything.
When is it appropriate for the guy that you're dating to meet your mother?
When it just feels right. Me in particular, I'm very strict on who gets to meet my mother. Almost nobody I ever dated met my mother.